Right, in this video, I'm going to go over GameFi. This is one that I actually talked about way when I started this initial channel. I noticed that IDO launchpads were starting to boom, and I wanted to go with the narrative of gaming. I'm really sad that I didn't go harder on it, but I want to share what I just go over a series of doing game IDO launchpads. So basically in this video, I'm just going to go over GameFi and what I think about it and if it's still a viable option. The small issue that I actually have with GameFi is that it's now $50. And the tiers that they have is like, to me, it's still gigantic. The allocations that you get is just wild. And this is why I initially rated this one so high in this video, and why I said I really liked it was because I like big allocation type of launch pads. And you can see, I don't know if they've changed this or not. So, because this is done in October, so you'd have to research that. But assuming they haven't, the reason why I liked it was because it gave huge allocations, and even though it was lottery style, at the time the price was $50 and now it's 300, so that's 6x. But you can also see what the X's are just on their website. I actually had it on my initial video, but it doesn't matter anymore because one, they show clearly like what it did. D-Race is not D-Race the horse game, it's a different one. At the time it was at a 15x, 10x, 50x was GameFi itself, and they had only launched a little bit. The all-time low was $20. The current price is $50, and you can see that I was like, hey, the upcoming were Heroverse and Mech Monster, and then just the fact that I liked it was huge allocations. I think that was pretty much it for this video. I don't think there's anything else, so I'm gonna close this. But what I really like about GameFi right now is that it still has these gigantic X's, right? We have Meta Wars, which is an amazing one at 65x. D-Race is now at 58x. Shill is still, in my opinion, is still really good coin. 55x, 44x, 41x, 40x, 35x, 25x, 24x, 23x, 22x, 21x, 16x, 14x. Like, literally, you could just dump money into all of these at public launch and do very well if you weren't in GameFi. And actually, that is going to be one of my game plans going forward. Is I'm just going to be monitoring GameFi because I really believe that all of what they touch is going to turn to gold. It's just like what's that one? Bluezilla projects. In the early days, Bluezilla projects, and they're still doing it now actually, were pulling 100x's while no other one was doing that. And so to me, this is like running up to become a Bluezilla type of launchpad. Game Station, I believe, is Gamer is. I think I covered this, but that should be a launchpad in itself. I'm surprised it's only 21x. This might be a really good buy right now, actually. I'm gonna have to look into this after. But yeah, so a lot of these obviously are launched on a few other launchpads as well. Seedify being one. I'm seeing a lot of others as well. Engine Starter, which I really like as well. But look, they've launched a lot since October. You know, this is what, 20 maybe? And so they've launched like maybe 15 since October, which is just phenomenal for a launch pad. On top of that, you're getting these crazy ROIs with big allocations. Like, if you can get the lotto part of this, it's totally worth it. The only issue is I would never really buy at a 6x, and Seedify is also up so much that I wouldn't buy in. I was actually really wanting to buy in at $50, but at the time my funds were a lot less than they are now, and I don't really have that money to just drop at the time. Anyway, so my thought is with GameFi is that, look, it might be worth, so if one, you'd have to investigate what the actual tiers are, if they're still the same, and if they are, then you might as well buy a few tokens just to try to get into the lotto. You might be that 1% chance. Don't neglect the fact of that, because there was an IDO that I participated in and I got in the 1% chance, and that one did 15K. So it's like, Yeah, it'd be good. But would I risk more when this price has run up 6x? I probably wouldn't. If this bull market continues, yeah, it would be great, especially if we keep dropping right now on Bitcoin. As of the day of November 26th, right, we hit a drop and it looks like GameFi is still holding. But if we continue to dump, maybe you'll find a better price and then buy in, hope to get into the lotto for any of these, and you're getting a pretty big allocation that does a crazy amount of ROI. So I really like the big allocation still. But anyway, if you're not going to get into the IDO itself and you're not getting into GameFi, you can literally just look at what they're launching, plan out the date of what they're launching, and then buy on the open market once people dump. I would figure out the vesting schedules of these, and then once people get their token unlock and they dump, that's when you would just buy and then just hold it for a while and watch these 20x's. Because if you saw in the video at the time, D-Race was only at a 15x, right? That'd be 4x from then. And to me, this game isn't even that, it's not that great, no offense. Yeah, so I hope this video helps you guys. As always, I'm here to cover IDOs. I did cover this game stuff in the past, but I think I'm gonna do it again. I really think this is where the narrative is going, and so I want to continue to just cover it because I do really believe in games, but I do think that we're nearing, I mean, I don't know, we're seeing crazy gains on games right now that it worries me a little bit, but I definitely know in a bear market, I want to be buying up these game coins as well as start buying a little bit now where I'm comfortable and then going from there. Thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe.